It's rough here, man. It's rough.
Yeah.
Not your average Joe type of place. It's rough.
Mm.
I know in America they've got places. Europe they've got places that's unsafe. In South Africa we've got South Africa.
Yeah, South Africa is the place.
Yeah, yeah. Anywhere.
Yeah, you might get one or two safe places.
Yeah.
Or safer places, not safe. Safer
Like a doomsday bunker. That's one of the safe places.
Or one of those gated communities, but like the really properly guarded gated communities with like armed guards and double fences and a gorge around it with crocodiles. That's a safe space.
Safe. We built houses back in the day when I was still on my appy ship. We did houses in big complex type of thing, but luxury big complex.
Yeah.
And the builders just didn't leave when they should leave. Let's say at 4:30, all the contractors must be out of the complex. And then they clock you out and what. And then some of the builders just stayed in the half-built houses, slept there for a while, and at night time they hijacked the lady,
Oh my God.
took a car, emptied some of the things in the house, drove out with her because she can take them out because she's registered, but gunpoint, when they were outside, they dropped her off, took her car and everything else. So even that is not even safe. I mean, that's bad, but in any case, being a poacher in the Kruger is also not safe. So it's the same thing.
Yeah, it was,
Tables are just turning a bit.
yeah. Hey. So the main thing that we're saying now is we need to go camping.
Yeah, we need to go camping.
Yeah.
I think that will be a good idea.
And fun.
Yeah. I think we must leave the mongrels at home.
No shame, we left them
Yeah,
alone.
we have to
take them along.
One day, yeah.
We have to because we want to, not just because we're forced to.
Yeah, they are nice. They're like two little raptors, but they're nice.
Yeah, just set them on a straight path and they'll be fine.
Yeah. Well, what? No, it's lekker. So, if you really want to come to South Africa, come make a turn. Ask us if you want to know where's nice places to go.
Where not to go?
Yeah, where not to go. We'll always help. If you're rich, you can take us along. On your vacation, we'll show you.
No, we'll be your tour guides.
Yeah.
Because local is lekker.
Yeah. But enjoy it.
Yeah. Well, I think we've had a bit more of a quiet week. The World Cup is passed. We're happy. The most after parties are done.
Load shedding
The hangovers
back.
are gone.
Soon as the World Cup is gone, load shedding is back. I tried to read why. Eskom sent out a public announcement letter. I can't understand it. It's this unit and that unit because of this and that, and all of a sudden, exactly
Yeah, when the
12 hours after the end whistle blown for the World Cup, we had load shedding. So how by accident was that everything just
collapses,
fall and broke and fell apart all of a sudden?
And like you mentioned in the previous video, when they say unit 3 or 4 is broken and you look at it and it's working.
Yeah, man.
Same nonsense. Same nonsense, just all over, just repeat.
Yeah, same shit, different day.
Yeah. And once
Feeding
again,
us bullshit.
And once again, they just expect everybody to believe it. Nobody does believe it. No. Everybody does believe and know the load shedding is here. It won't go anywhere because we've got so much corruption going on in this country and so many people stealing. And this is an official position, government.
What did I hear on the radio the other day about the municipalities owing? It was something ridiculous. I think
Yeah, it's like
300 and something billion.
Yeah.
Why? I mean, come on.
The municipalities of towns, and I mean, that's for municipal powers, for the street lights and
sewage,
all that
electrical,
stuff.
water.
They pay nothing. everybody in town that lives there pays everything. They pay their water and sewage and
And
electricity.
then they switch off your and my power because the
Yeah,
municipality doesn't pay.
correct.
Instead of just who works at the municipality. Those guys, they must target them to switch off their power. Well, you can't switch off water, but switch off their power because obviously they are part of the whole thing that doesn't pay. I mean, so like I said, I think previously, this new metering system that they want to put in, where they can, from somewhere else, wherever they are, switch off your power at your house. Which, for me, okay, that's brilliant. If you don't pay, then switch off your power. If you pay, keep it on. But target the guys that's screwing us over, like the municipality guys. They know where they live, they know everything about them through SARS because they know everything. And target them. You work at that municipality, you owe us millions and billions, and switch their power off so they can start paying for everyone else.
But that's just the problem with systems in our country. I mean, that system is just prone to corruption. I mean, if the officials are the corrupt ones in this country, so who's going to be in charge of that system? It's officials. So once again, if you pay the right people or the right person, and you are in the right position to be paid or to pay someone, once again, all the wrong people are going to be on the short end. All the officials in our country already do not experience load shedding because they all have load or backup power solutions of some sort, generators and solar systems and everything. So they do not experience, all the officials and high powered people in our country do not experience it. They've got their backup power systems, but
Which is
they,
sponsored by us, though.
which is paid for by the taxpayer.
Yeah,
And once again, when they do that metering system, that's just prone to corruption. Obviously, someone is going to make money through that system. Yeah? The tenders is going to be there to install those systems, which is probably going to break anyway. So you're going to be without electricity most of the time because the system is not going to be
or
functioning,
someone's pressing a wrong button.
except for that. And then when you buy units of electricity on those units, on this, there's a cut of that that's going to go into someone's pocket. So those systems are a horrible idea. It's only prone for corruption. The exact reason why they was designed and thought of in the first place is just to make someone money.
Yeah.
That's not to help anyone except the people that are being helped at this very stage.
So tenders here in South Africa also works in this manner that if, let's say, we want to go and fix potholes here in front of the complex.
Yeah.
To fix that pothole, you buy a bag of tar, which costs you, let's say, $400, and you get a shovel and all that stuff. All your equipment, tar, everything costs you R1,000 to fix that one pothole, labor, everything. And then you send your tender in. I want to tender to fix this pothole. The next one, when it comes back, okay, no problem. Eventually, when the tender goes to the guy that must sign off to say, okay, approved, that tender is already R100,000 because everyone in the middle puts their little shit with them or onto that quote and on it and on it and on it.
They cut.
And then you eventually make your R1,000, but everyone in this whole chain of approvals, of course, they don't just have one guy approving everything, they have like 70 guys, knows why, approving, and then eventually everyone gets their 10 grand all the way up to the last guy. He also, before he approves it, puts a little extra money. And then as it comes down, everyone takes their cut, and then eventually after 6 years, you get paid half your quote because, I don't know.
Yeah, then the entire quote you put in isn't approved. You only get half the money. So the actual guy doing the job and the work that needs to be done
It's almost
paid
paying.
0.5% of the total amount that the tender end up being at the top.
Yeah,
R100,000 tender, you get maybe paid 700 for.
yeah,
for doing the
that's a
job.
bad thing, and it's all brother and nephews and cousins getting all the tenders.
Absolutely, and then there's the BEE system and regulations in the country, so only certain people can do it. But the people that can do it don't do it. They just hire sub people that are not really allowed to do it or can't qualify to do it to do the job anyway.
And then
And
they
then they
screw them over.
and then they put on more amounts, which is the reason why there's absolutely no money. The country is broke. We have no more money. There's no money left in this country. But the government, our economy is collapsing. There's no money left. because corruption has taken all of it.
Isn't it bad? And we're actually a rich country if you look at resources.
Yeah, asset-wise, we've got a lot.
I think the only thing we don't really have is oil, but we make our own oil through coal.
Yeah.
I mean,
And Tesla was the first company in the world to do this. So.
we used to be a very, very strong country with resources. When we were, I think it's in the 1900s somewhere, they had recession, is it recessions,
Yeah.
against us? And then we just,
and what do they call it?
restrictions, or what do they have it now against Russia? No one wants to buy shit from them. In any case, so that was the same with South Africa, and we just said, okay, well, no, that's no problem. We were one of the first countries to actually make our own diesel and fuel from coal. We found out a way. We went on with our lives. No one wanted to buy crap from us because there was something, I don't know what, and we just made our own plan. We went on. And then when everyone saw, okay, but we're still thriving, now they might now they open up the borders to us again, whatever, then we almost make England bankrupt because of our steel. As soon as other parties took over, they closed down the steel factories. We can't make our own steel anymore. We have to buy everything. Our trains is falling apart.
It's corruption.
It's bad. Corruption is. I mean, it's ruining us.
Yeah, it's what the country consists of. It's corruption upon corruption upon corruption, and unless something changes very quick. I mean, our ruling party is decreasing in numbers rapidly due to empty promises for 30 years almost.
Yeah, we have we have three big parties. The one party, I think it's failing. The other party was always big. The new party, I don't hope they win anything. I mean,
they can only
because that's dangerous for us all.
You might think of it dangerous, but if you look at the bigger picture, we might need a big fall to rise.
Yeah, we're trying to put this as politically as possible. We don't want to be assassinated.
It's just factual. You know, this is not all opinion. This is very factual. A lot of it.
Yeah.
I mean.
Oh well. Let's see.
Yeah.
It sounds like we're complaining a lot, but we like the country. We would like it to stay.
Yeah, we don't really want
nice. To be. We would like it to stay good. We were strong at one stage. We'd like it to, if it can be there again in the near future, hopefully.
Yeah.
Oh, well, next year's elections, let's see.
Yeah, but that's why the promises are not coming again. How many times, once again, like I've said many times, the load shedding would be solved. No time, problem solved.
So maybe here from January we won't have load shedding anymore because it's election time.
Then they'll say, look, we solved it. But just like the World Cup, as soon as it's over.
Yeah, when you make your last cross, I think it's the limit. It's 12 the end time, it's 12 o'clock at night or midnight. Something. And as soon as you make your last little cross on that page, load shedding the next morning.
Yeah, 12 o'clock the voting time, and 1 o'clock load shedding starts.
Maybe they'll give us a week because they must still count it.
They've got candles. Just like just like the students writing exams now and so on, doing it by candlelight. They had power for the World Cup, but not for the students to write the exams. It's writing by candlelight.
That's bad, man.
It is. It's how it is. So they'll count the votes in candlelight. And you know more because it'll be in their favor. Oh, okay, then no, the votes must go this way because you can't read properly in the candlelight.
Yeah. But even with the elections, there was always so many.
There's corruption.
After the elections, always they find somewhere in a river or in a bush camp or I don't know, the dark side of the parliament offices, whatever, they find bins and bins and bins of legit crosses.
Uncounted votes.
Uncounted votes, somewhere stacked away, fall from a truck. You know, I mean.
And ironically.
Always.
And then ironically, they still got a result out of the 60 million people of South Africa. 75 million of those votes.
Yeah.
Was for the voting party.
Yeah. I don't know how they. I saw a video clip of that house. The guy said, "You're either gonna die in 2 seconds or you shit at math." And then he waited. 1, 2. You'll shit it bad. I mean, and that's the same thing. I mean, we only have 60 million or 65 million people in the country, but we always have like 80 million votes.
Yeah, and then they'll come with reasons now, but all the illegal foreigners that's been here for more than X amount of time, they're allowed to make a mark. They're not registered or have any documentation, but they can vote,
And like even the guys overseas, my sister and them, if it's election time in our country, they can actually cast a vote there in England.
They can, but they do it legit, legally.
I don't know if it ever comes here, but they do it.
Yeah.
Oh, well, any case.
Because they're citizens of South Africa.
Yeah.
But the non-citizens that are here in a non-legal way, they vote. South Africa.
If you see my cup, this is not being sponsored by Goldwagen, the leading German performance parts company. It's not a sponsor.
Yeah, it was a promotion of some sort.
Or Bosch, not a sponsor. Best tools ever.
And parts.
Yeah. It's not a sponsor. Well, this Bosch, is it,
but
is
you
it
need
the
to make sure
grinders,
that
the
this is not
tools?
sponsored. It's not a fucking sponsor.
Yeah. Is it tools or is this the spark plug stuff?
Well, that's probably parts since it's coming from a part shop.
Yeah, okay. Your other leading performance part. It's not a sponsor. Oh, well.
Who am I advertising here? Oh, it's my son's school cup.
Yeah.
Not a sponsor.
Yeah, Wonderboom Primary School is not a sponsor yet. Huh?
Well, the primary school probably wouldn't want to be a sponsor of what we talk about and the way we talk.
Oh, we can actually maybe next time talk about primary schools because they also make me sort of angry.
Yeah, but once again, there's a lot to say.
Or we can make this like a 3-part video because we've been talking a long time.
We might have to. I don't even know how long it's been. Too long.
But yeah, seems like the kids are breaking something.
Yeah, that's just another day, South Africa.
Yeah, that's the Raptors.
Okay, so we'll plan our camping and our frying.
Yeah.
Or barbecuing. But it just sounds wrong, a barbecue. It sounds like a baby. We're not going to eat a baby.
Well, I'll eat a baby. A rhino.
You're not a baby human. A baby animal. A lamb.
Unless I fall out of a plane there in the Amazon. I mean, what's the chance the baby will make it?
Anyway, no. Okay.
No, 100%. Okay, well, yeah, let's end it off there.
Let's conclude this before we.
Yeah, now we go to jail for something.
Yeah.
Again, not sponsored.
Pure coincidence.
Yeah. Okay, well, that was fun again. Let us know what you think. What you want us to talk about
below. Give us your opinion. Give us topics that you'd like to hear people talk about. What do you like to talk about? Yeah?
Share, like, and subscribe. DNA. Azay, enjoy, guys. Have a good one.
Thanks, guys. Until next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.